let's say you only had to give one to one person. You had one CGM and one person was insulin. This is a weird, question. Would you rather here on the podcast with medical ethics?
Yeah.
Would you rather give CGM to the purely insulin resistant model and they're both, let's say they're both motivated to change, right?
Okay, that's the important part.
Okay. All right. So that we'll talk about that in here in a second then, but they're both motivated to change their life. And you can only give one to the insulin resistant model, newly diagnosed, versus the metabolic syndrome, out of control metabolism. Is there a difference? Like, should you try to give it to both, or what would you do?
That's a tough question. If it's like a purely like, which one do you give it to? It's tough because honestly, they both can benefit from it for the reasons that we just described, as far as like what's getting them into that situation. I think if I had to choose, I'd choose the one that to me would feel like it's going to be harder to change. It's not going to just be simply lifestyle and diet. And so therefore, I think I would give it to the person who does not have metabolic syndrome, and therefore all these other things that usually have to do with diet and lifestyle stuff, and give it to the diabetic that seems relatively healthy. However, they still have, classification of type 2 diabetes. To me, that person is like, okay, they're doing most of the right things, but yet they're still having problem with blood sugar metabolism. So let's get some more information on that and see why that is. Is there something that they're eating, or is there that's relatively healthy, but for them it's throwing their blood sugar way off, and or causing some sort of metabolic issues in their body. So I think the harder it is for somebody to reverse their condition or make it better, to me is more of an argument for, hey, we need more data and more information, so let's get that.
Yeah, you would bring back down to the data conversation.
Yeah.
Who do you need the most data on to have the best type of intervention and change and respond to? And the more out of control your metabolism is, the more data you may need. Obviously, we would like to give both those people CGM, but this was a would you rather type of scenario.